Hello there, good people. It's your boy Johnny J, and welcome to another epic photo adventure. This time we're heading out onto the beautiful Sydney Harbour to photograph the Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and we're going to be doing something special, shooting long exposures with a 10-stop filter. So stick around as I take you through my full workflow. Well, hello good people, how are you? We've arrived in Sydney and you can see craziness, wedding behind me, Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, ferries, it's all going on here. There's people everywhere. So as you may have gathered, we're shooting cityscapes today and I am super excited. I am thinking long exposure, maybe black and white. Let's see how we go, but it's looking amazing. The light's dropping now. We've got a bit of cloud around the Opera House still. Yeah, I think it's looking really good. There may be a shot over the bridge a bit later too, long exposure, but we'll just have to wait and see. At this stage, going to concentrate on the Opera House, thinking 70 to 200. I'm thinking a tight crop, and we'll see how we go for filters. Maybe a 10 stop, maybe a 10 stop. We'll see. I didn't bring a trigger, so that could be an issue, but we do have a couple little workarounds we can try. All right, let me get set up and let me talk you through what I'm thinking. Oh, I'm so excited to be back in the city. This is awesome. It's been so long since I've shot here. All right, let's do it. Enough talking, more action. Good people, we're set up now and we've got the beautiful Opera House in the background. It's looking absolutely amazing. They've got this last light. There's a bit of dappled light. Let me show you what I'm looking at here now on the back of the camera. But you can see we've got this bit of dappled light here. It's coming from the bridge actually. So I think I want to wait till that's gone. Hopefully we don't lose these bit of clouds that are still left here because I still want to use that. You know, I haven't got my remote trigger with me at the moment, which is just such a bugger. I can't believe I forgot it. It's normally always in my camera bag, but I had it out doing some testing at home, so left that in the studio. So that's going to be a problem if we want to go to bulb mode, and my camera shutter speed tops out at about 30 seconds. So anything longer than that, we're going to be running into issues, but that's okay. All right, so what I might do is take a few test shots right now. All right, let's try the 10 stop first. So look how dark that bad boy is. Super dark, that 10 stop. That is crazy. So the idea will be, get focus here. Okay, nice and sharp in the Opera House. Then I'm gonna turn the switch here to manual. So everything should be nice and sharp there. If you want to turn on focus peaking, you can also do that. And then it'll be a matter of chucking this 10 stop filter on, and, and we've had a major go black. As you can see now, look at the back of the camera there, absolutely dark. We can't see anything, and what we want to do is just keep bumping that shutter speed up. Let's go all the way now. I'm going to go all the way up. Let's try, if I do, let's just have a look at the histogram. So 2-second timer, 30 seconds, let's see how that looks. Now here's where we cue the elevator music, because this takes time. That's the one thing when you're shooting these long exposures, you need to bring coffee or snacks or something, so in between shots you've got something to do. Let's see, come on, you good thing. There she goes, written to the card. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. Okay, Opera House is nice and sharp. Got a little bit of movement in the clouds. I'd like to go a tiny bit longer if possible, so I'm going to have to go into bulb mode. I've actually had to control the camera via my phone, which is not something I normally do. I normally have my remote trigger. It makes life so much easier. So let's see if this works. You can see in the back of the camera here, we're in a mode called bulb mode, and that basically allows me just to leave the shutter open as long as I want. So it's really, really nice. Let's see how this works here with the trigger. What I've got to do is actually select how long I want for the bulb mode. So let's go out for a minute. Let's try 60 seconds now. It's starting to get really dark. So 59, I could have just gone, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, you can see. Let's go back to 1 minute. All right, so let's try a minute there. So we've got bulb mode, let's set that off, starting now, and we're away. There's some really nice pinks in those clouds now. I'm loving the tones out there, just amazing. Alrighty, let's have a look and see how she turned out. Let's have a look here. Played it back. Oh, looking good. I'm liking that. Let's zoom in. Everything is nice and sharp. All right, so let's just recap on the steps because I flew through that pretty quick. So for this 10-stop filter, you can see how dark this thing is. It's just crazy dark. So the steps are set up your composition without the filter on, okay? Lock everything down. Focus, automatic focus on your subject. Turn your camera to manual focus, okay? Make sure you're in full manual mode. That's the key. You don't want anything to change. And then put your 10-stop filter on, and then you want to adjust your shutter speed to make it longer. 2-second timer or a remote trigger is better if you're going to go longer than 30 seconds. You definitely need a remote trigger to get your hands away, to get yourself in bulb mode. And that's the key to cracking these long exposures like this. Good people, we're all set up here with the Harbour Bridge. We've got some nice cloud blowing through now. This is going to be good. If we can get the exposure right, it's going to be awesome. So let me show you what's going on the back of the camera here. So what I'm thinking of doing, 10 stop off, let's go F16, actually let's do F14 and 30 seconds. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bump the ISO up a little bit here, because I'm having trouble connecting that my phone, so it's not working. So let's just try 30 seconds. Let's do this. So I'm going to go with F14 to try and get a few star bursts out of the light now. Actually, let's try F16, and I'll just bump that ISO up a little bit there, and we're going to go 30-second exposure. I'll just make sure that my 2-second timer is on. Let's go 2-second timer on so I can get my hands away. Focus on the bridge. Let it rip. Let's have a look at 30 seconds. Those clouds are still moving there. They're looking really, really good. There's some beautiful colors out there. The long exposure is going to flatten out that water. We're going to have lovely light reflecting everywhere. Beautiful colors of the bridge all lit up over there as well. So the key to this is making sure that I don't blow out those lights. That's going to be the key. So let's have a look. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice movement there. Oh, good exposure. Nothing's clipping too much to the right. There's a little bit of blinkies, but geez, it's not much. I can pull those back in post. Let's just make sure we're sharp now. Yeah, we're getting a lovely bit of little starbursts around the place. I am liking that. That's looking really, really good. All right, good people, that's it for the fieldwork bit. Let's jump back on the computer and we'll have a look at those photos, and let's see. I've got a feel in the Opera House maybe a black and white. I just got this feeling, the nice soft tones, the nice long exposure, and I'll probably keep the color in the Harbour Bridge because it's looking amazing right now. All right, I'll see you over on the computer. Alrighty, here we are back in Lightroom, and get a load of these. Really, really happy how these turned out. Really love the tones. It turned out really, really nice, this, but I also like the black and white version. I really love the textures. The thing about black and white for me is there's got to be nice soft tones in the image to start with. You can't just have like some sort of image where you're not happy with it in color, so you turn it black and white. 90% of the time, that often doesn't work, okay? So usually you want to be really selective. You want images where there's different, you know, not only light, you can see the beautiful light on the Opera House, it's creating shape. We've got cool, interesting clouds to complement that. We've also got the long exposure, smoothness of the water there. And I found another little center spot that I need to fix there. Naughty Johnny, naughty Johnny. So I missed that one, so I'll have to come back and get that one. But yeah, I just love the different textures and the different shades and the different tonal values, you know, the different grays. That's what's really important with a black and white image for me. And I just love these different textures in this photograph. Works really, really nicely. So let me know, which one do you like, the color or the black and white? The color or the black and white. And obviously I'll get rid of that little dust spot that I missed there. Naughty Johnny, naughty, naughty Johnny. All right, let's have a look at the bridge now. And this turned out really, really nicely. You can see there's no blown out highlights. That's what's really important when you're taking these frames here. If I zoom in here, you can have a look, all these starbursts we've got going on. You don't want any of those to be blown out. That's what's really important about shots like this. You're trying to control those highlights, which the exposure turned out really, really really nicely here. Love the long exposure. We've got the cloud movement, that steely blue sky, and the yellow light coming off the pillars of the Harbour Bridge here. It looks really, really nice. If anything, I'd say if I was going to be picky, I probably, should have shot another underexposed shot, and I could have brought some more detail back here in Luna Park. But in general, happy how this turned out. Not too bad for a one-shot exposure, but I definitely could have shot an under for things like the Luna Park there to bring back a little bit more detail in that area. But in general, not a bad frame. Really, really happy. Considering I don't shoot this type of stuff all the time, these cityscapes where you've got these crazy dynamic ranges with all these lights, I'm really happy how this turned out, and I like the movement. It was all about the long exposure for me. So let me know in the comments below, which one's your favorite? Do you like the color Opera House, the black and white Opera House, or the Harbour Bridge all lit up there with the starburst? They're all three pretty cool photographs. Pretty common compositions, I would say, of those three things. But all in all, I think they turned out really, really nice. Well, that's it for this one. It's been another fun photo adventure. I hope you enjoyed that. And as always, if you're loving these videos and you want to support me, please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. Let me know which one of the photographs you like. It really, really helps the channel. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do. I think 90% of the people that watch my videos, or sorry, 89%, I think last time I looked, who watching my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So please, if you're enjoying these videos and you want to support me, the best way you can do is just subscribe on YouTube. It really, really helps me. It helps get the word out about what I'm doing, and helps me share the photography love with other people who need help with their photo journey. And as always, stay inspired, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.